Hello grade 9 students. Today let's discuss all about similar triangles, or particularly the triangle congruence. So in this lesson, for the end of the lesson I should say, you can say to yourself that I can recognize congruent features on their corresponding parts. I can prove triangles congruent using SSS and SAS. I can prove triangles congruent using ASA and AAS. So congruence means two geometric features with exactly the same size and shape. So key concept, congruent polygons have congruent corresponding parts. They're matching sides and angles. And when you name congruent polygons, you must list corresponding vertices in the same order. So example here, quadrilateral ABCD is congruent to quadrilateral EFGH. That means A corresponds to E, B corresponds to F, C corresponds to G, D corresponds to H. And also corresponding sides, AB is congruent to EF, CD is congruent to GH, BC is congruent to FG, DA is congruent to HE. Also the angles, angle A is congruent to angle E, angle C is congruent to angle G, angle B is congruent to angle F, and angle D is congruent to angle H. That's what we mean by congruent polygons, whether it be triangle or quadrilateral. Now, if all 6 pairs of corresponding parts, sides, and angles are congruent, then the triangles are congruent. Example, we have here triangle ABC and triangle DEF. States that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. That means the sides and the angles are also congruent. Number 1, AB is congruent to DE. Corresponding sides sila, so equal sila, congruent. BC is congruent to EF, and AC is congruent to DF. Also, the angles are congruent. Angle A is congruent to angle D, angle B is congruent to angle E, and angle C is congruent to angle F. Do you need all 6? No. Okay, we have here the SSS, SAS, ASA, and AAS. Do we need to know that, do you need all the 6? The 3 sides, the 3 angles? Okay, no, the answer is no, because meron tayong mga theorems dito that will make 2 features or triangles or quadrilaterals congruent. Particularly in our lesson here about triangles. So all we need to do is here to consider the SSS. S means side, SAS, side angle side, ASA or angle side angle, AAS or angle angle side. Now let's start with the postulate SSS, side postulate. If the 3 sides of one triangle are congruent to the 3 sides of another triangle, then the 2 triangles are congruent. If AB is congruent to DE, BC is congruent to EF, AC is congruent to DF, therefore then triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay, side. Number 1, AB is congruent to DE, BC is congruent to EF, AC is congruent to DF. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Included angle, the angle between the 2 sides. What is the included angle between JG and GH? Of course, it's angle G. Angle G, ito naman, ang included angle nila, angle J. Angle J dito. Ay pala yan. Angle I is ang included angle. Naman, angle G dito, what's included angle? Angle H. Ano ang included angle? The angle between the 2 sides. SAS postulate or the side angle side postulate. If 2 sides and the included angle of one triangle are congruent to the 2 sides and the included angle of another triangle, then the 2 triangles are congruent. If AB is congruent to DE, here, AC is congruent to DF, plus the included angles are congruent, angle A is congruent to angle D, therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DF. SAS postulate. So AB in the figures, AB is congruent to DE, angle A is congruent to angle D, AC is congruent to DF. Yan, included angle yung A and D, angle N. So they are congruent by the SAS postulate. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DF. Ano naman ang included side? The side between the two angles. Example, in triangle IGH here, what is the included side? GI. Ito naman, what's the included side? HI. Ito, what's the included side? GH. Yun ang included side. The side between two angles. Name the included side. Angle Y and angle E. Answer? Segment YE. What is the included side of angle E and angle S? Segment ES, correct? What is the included side of angle S and angle Y? Segment SY. We have here postulate, ASA postulate. If two angles and the included side of one triangle are congruent to two angles and the included side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. If angle A is congruent to angle D, AC is congruent to DF, angle C is congruent to angle F, then triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Yan ang ASA postulate. Angle A is congruent to angle D, AB is congruent to DE, angle B is congruent to angle E. AB and DE are the included sides, so they are congruent by the ASA postulate. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DF. We also have here the angle side postulate. If two angles and an included side of one triangle are congruent to two angles and the corresponding non-included side of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Angle A is congruent to angle D. Angle B is congruent to angle E. AC is congruent to DF. Yan yung non-included side, therefore still they are congruent. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DF. AAS. Angle A is congruent to angle D. Angle B is congruent to angle E. BC is congruent to EF. Yan ang non-included side. Kasi pag included side, dapat AB. So, EF is the non-included side. BC is the non-included side. Also, AC non-included side din yan. DF non-included side yan. Pwede rin yan. So, therefore, the two triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DF by AAS postulate. Warning, there is no SSA postulate. There is no such thing as an SSA postulate. That means side angle. Side angle postulate. Depende yun. Not congruent. Well, wala rin tayong, there's no such thing as AAA postulate. Not congruent. Diba? Because kahit congruent yung tatlong corresponding angles, mas malaki naman yung isa. So you cannot, mas malaki naman yung triangle DF kaysa triangle ABC. So they're not congruent in that case. So no SSA postulate, no AAA postulate. So these are only the congruence postulates, the SSS, ASA, SAS, and AAS. Walang SSA, walang AAA. Name the postulate when possible. Number 1. SAS, side angle side. How about here? ASA, angle side angle. How about here? SSA, and here. SSA, hindi pwede. Wala tayong SSA pala, no? Side, angle, side. Ito, SSS naman. AAA, wala tayong AAA. ASA, meron. Angle, side, angle. SAS, side, angle, side. How about this? SSA, wala rin tayo. Ganyan. Next, reflexive property. SAS, side, angle, side. Vertical angles theorem, congruent yan. So, SAS pa rin yan, side, angle, side. Ito naman, vertical angles are congruent, so SAS pa rin. How about here? Reflexive property, so what? SSA, wala tayong SSA. They are not congruent. Let's practice. Indicate the additional information needed to enable us to apply the specified congruence postulate. For ASA, angle B is congruent to angle D. Yes, angle, side angle. For SAS, AC should be equal to FE. Yes. Para makompleto lang yung postulate niya. AAS, angle A is congruent to angle F. And that ends our discussion on triangle congruence. Goodbye. Thank you.